What's up, guys? Tonight I just wanted to go ahead and express my opinion on why I think people do not discuss religion. For me personally, I don't have a problem discussing it. Quite the opposite. I like to discuss it because it's one of those things that I'm really not as knowledgeable on that stuff as I should be because I just don't dwell on it enough. You guys know I made that spirituality video a few months ago, and that should pretty much give you a good idea of where I stand when it comes to that. But in an attempt to comprehend the other people, I think one of the reasons people do not discuss religion is because they're just not well informed about it. I know I'm not. And at the same time, it's one of those things that since you don't know where someone stands at it, it can be something that for some people there's a certain degree of sensitivity toward that, and it may even make the person feel uncomfortable because you may not agree exactly with what they have to say or the way that they believe and manifest their beliefs. I think on that note, if people were more open to accept that everybody can have their unique interpretation to a religious belief, it would probably make discussions on this matter much more pleasant. I know for me it would. I have my own crazy ideas, my own crazy interpretations, but I only speak about those if I feel like the person who I'm speaking to is going to tolerate and respect that. Some people opt for getting defensive and try to convince you that their way of looking at things is correct and yours is not. It's also, if I had to guess, I would say it's just awkward to talk about religion sometimes because unless you're in a controlled setting for it, which would be some days at church, I don't think a lot of people really dwell on it. And that's not really what they feel like spending their time on. It doesn't mean that their faith is not there and that it's not an important part of their lives. It's just not something that you just talk about like that. In addition, especially depending on your age, it's not something that everybody can handle. It depends on what kind of education you obtained when it comes to the religion that you affiliate yourself with. Additionally, we all know that for the most part, folks who are really devoted to religion, they have like their own way of speaking, and usually cursing is absolutely frowned upon. So I feel like some people are too blunt on the topic, and some people may not digest that very well or receive the message very well. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but it's something that it's really personal. So I don't think it's something that you just wake up one morning and you're like, today, the first person I encounter, I am absolutely going to hit them up with the topic of religion. It's something that it's just personal. So I don't see why you need to feel compelled to discuss it. And it's something that can also offend someone, because why would you need to bring up the topic of religion, especially to someone who has beliefs that are different from yours? Like, are you going to try to convince them that what they believe in is wrong? Or are you going to try to change their ways? Are you going to confront them? Nobody wants to be confronted about their habits and beliefs. And finally, I think it's just one of those things that's really taboo. So I don't know. That's really all that I had to say on this matter. All that I could think about. Well, guys, I would like to know what you guys think, because it's just one of those things that I would like to say more, but I just don't know where to go from this. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you soon.